Hey everybody, Big AZ here. I want to do a video for beginner players. Got a lot of people asking me, Big AZ, I've never played before, what do I do? I don't understand the game. This is Craps 101 for beginners, okay? Let's just start with the basics. If you approach a real table, real craps table, don't stick your hand in there. Don't just throw your money down. I strongly suggest you wait for the puck to be off. If you see the puck that says on any of these numbers, they're in the middle of a roll. If you're a beginner player, just stand by the rail where you're at. Wait until you see the puck on and off. When you see the puck off, that's when you throw your cash on the table and you buy into the game. Now, most players, 98% of all craps players, especially beginner players, if not 100% of beginner players, either going to play the pass line or the don't pass line. 95% of beginner players are going to play the pass line, 5% are going to play the don't pass line. Well, what does that mean? Well, say it's a $10 minimum table and you've got your chips here, you bought in for, let's just say you bought in for $50. Say you want to play the pass line. Put $10 on the pass line. The dice are going to be rolled. The puck is off. That means none of these numbers are the point. So you're starting a fresh session. You've got $10 on your pass line. How do you win? Well, the very first roll of the dice, if you get a combination of a 7 or an 11, you will win $10 on that first roll while the puck is off. 7 or 11, you're going to double your money. How do you lose this money? Well, when the puck is off, if you roll a 2 or a 3 or a 12, 2, 3, or 12, you will lose your $10. Okay? For example, the dice are rolled, we roll a 10. What happens is you don't win or lose. Not yet. But this puck gets over here to the 10. The point is now 10. The object of the game, you're on the pass line. Now, you have to roll a 10 now before a 7 for you to win. The odds are against you, so you don't get paid even money now. You will get paid even money on the pass line, excuse me. When you play the pass line, you're going to get even money. So if you roll a 10 before a 7, you'll get $10. All you got to do is roll a 10 before the 7, and you will win. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense to you. Say we roll the dice. If this is all you're going to do, you just wait for either a 7 or a 10. 7 you lose, 10 you win. 7 comes out, you're going to lose your $10. Okay? As soon as that 7 is rolled, the puck now becomes off. Now you place another wager. Say this time you decide, you know what? I'm going to put money on the don't pass bar. That's fine. $10 minimum table, you got to risk at least $10 on one of these bets. Now, on the don't pass bar, while the puck is off, on the first roll of the dice, while it's off, it's totally the opposite of the pass line. If on this first roll, if I roll a 7, I lose my $10. If I roll an 11, I lose my $10. On this first roll, if I roll a 2 or a 3, I'm going to win $10. If I happen to roll a 12, as you can see it pictures here, it's a push. You don't win, you don't lose. Okay? The pass line, the object is to roll that number when the puck is on before you roll a 7. On the don't pass, it's the opposite. Once there's a number, you're hoping a 7 is rolled before that number. Okay? Let me just show you really quickly. 6. On that first roll is a 6. You don't win or lose yet. The puck now is on the 6. Now, on the don't pass, you're hoping you roll a 7 before that 6. Seven. You will win $10 because you rolled a 7, or the person shooting rolled that 7 before the 6. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Any questions, you can always email me. The email will be in the comments below. Let's go to the next wager. Field bet. Very common bet in the craps game. Common for beginner players. Pretty easy to follow along. Does have a higher house edge. I don't really suggest doing this a lot, but it's self-explanatory. If you're on a $10 table, 10 on the field, whichever roll comes up, if you're on this, it's only one roll wager. It's a one roll bet. If you roll a 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, or 12, you will win. Double your money. If you happen to roll snake eyes or boxcars, the 2 or the 12, you will get double your money. So you will win 20, which will give you 30 total. Let's try it. One roll of the dice. That's all you get. 6. It's not in the field. You're going to lose that $10. And if you look, the more common numbers are not in the field. The 6, obviously the 7, the 8, and the 5. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense to you. I'm going to skip the come and the don't come for right now. Let's jump to the numbers up at the top. You can bet for a number. You can bet against a number. Your choice. Again, for a beginner player, 95 to 98% of those beginner players are all going to place or buy the number. You're rooting for that number. For example, say you like the number 5. Well, that's fine. It's a $10 table. You can bet. You tell the dealer, you don't put the chips on the numbers yourselves. You would throw it and say, dealer, can I get $10 on the 5, please? And they would put it in your position on the 5. Now, any of these numbers do not pay you even money. If you're rooting for these numbers, they do not pay you even money. Every single number will pay you more than even money. The 4 and the 10, for example, will pay you 9 chips for every 5. If it's a $10 table, if you place a bet for the 4 or 10, $10, you would win $18. 5 and 9, for your $10, you will win $14. They get paid 7 chips for every 5. 6 or 8, you have to bet those in multiples of the number 6. I can't tell the dealer, hey, give me a $10 6. Can't do that. Has to be multiples of 6, so you have to do that for $12. Okay? Well, why is that? Well, the 6 or the 8, they both pay the same. They pay you 7 chips for every $6. That's the pay scale, 7 chips for every 6. A lot of times beginner players get on the new table and they have no idea about the multiples. Well, think of this. The 4 and the 5, the 9 and the 10, you can do it in multiples of 5. No problem. The only thing you got to really worry about when you're buying a number or placing a number, the 6 or 8 has to be in a multiple of 6. Okay? And that's when you're rooting for that number. You can also bet against the number, but you're going to get less than even money on every single one of these. And you would tell the dealer you want to lay the number. Okay? If you want to buy the number, you're rooting for it, you'd say, can I please have the 9? Please, can you place the 5? Can you place the 6 or 8? Okay? Most casinos, when you bet 25 or more, you can buy the 4 or 10. It helps you. The dealers will help you. Usually you drop $1 for every 25. And you'll get a little better odds on the 4 and 10. It's called buying the 4 and 10. The dealers will help you if you want to put $25 on any one of those numbers. Okay? If you're rooting against those numbers, then you tell the dealer, I want to lay, say, the 8. You don't think the 8's going to be rolled before a 7. You say, dealer, can I lay the 8, please? Usually the lay, not usually, but always, you get paid less than even money. Okay? Now, let's come back to the come bar. If you happen to be in the middle of a game, say it's not your very first time at the table, but it's like your third, fourth, fifth time, you're not very comfortable, but there's an exciting table going on, the point's 8, but you just got there and you just feel like you're just standing there and you're waiting and you're waiting. You can do on a $10 table or whatever table it is, you put your $10 on the come. What does that mean? The come is exactly the same as the pass line during the middle of a game. Okay? On that first roll of the next roll of the dice, if you roll a 7 or 11, you're going to win. Even money, double your money. If, on this next roll of the dice, if you roll a 2, a 3, 12, you're going to lose your $10. Okay, let me show you for an example. 7 out. Now, you're going to win $10 because that was like you were playing the pass line in the middle of a game. Okay? Now, say you put your money, let's go back to the same scenario. The point's 8, hot table, crowd's going, they're going nuts. You jump in, you put 10 on the come line. Say they roll, let's just set my dice, 5. You don't win or lose yet, but this 5 gets moved. That $10, gets moved to the 5. That's like your point. It's your point. Not the rest of the table's point. It's now your point. You have to now hit that 5 before a 7 is rolled. Okay? So if I just play it out for you, they did roll an 8. But for you, you rolled a 5. So you won $10 before we rolled a 7. So you won your money. Now, how do you jump in the game on the don't pass bar in the middle of a point? Again, the point's 9. You're jumping in. You want action right away, but you want to root for the 7. Or against a number, so you want to play the don't pass, but it's in the middle of the game. You come over here, it's usually in this part of the board. My board does not say it, but it'll say the don't come bar. Don't come bar. It's usually right over here. The don't come bar. So you put your $10 on the don't come bar, you roll the dice. Again, it's just like the don't pass. On the very first roll, if you roll a 2 or 3, you're going to win. On the very first roll, right now, if you roll a 7 or 11, you're going to lose. And if it's a 12, it's going to be a push. 4. So, for you, this now gets moved to the 4. For you. Okay? You're playing your own game. Most of the table is all worried about the 9. You're now worried about the 4. You need a 7 because you played the don't come bar. You need a 7 to win before the 4. There you go. You lost because because you were trying to get a 7 from the don't come bar before the number that you initially rolled the 4. So you're going to lose those $10. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm going too fast. Any questions, again, please email me. My email's below. Now, let's come over here to the right side of the table. The hop bets. Most beginner players are never going to do a hop bet. They don't even know what's on the table. Most players who have years of experience don't use hop bets because they really don't even use them or don't realize they're on the table. When do you use a hop bet? A lot of times when I'm hedging, I use a hop bet. I'm kind of trying to equal out my losses, trying to reduce my loss. For example, if you want to pick any certain combination of the dice, you will get paid 15 to 1. Okay? You just have a hunch. You think a 4 is going to come. You could bet the combination 1, 3 and get paid 15 to 1. It's a one roll shot. Now, if it's a $10 minimum table, don't worry, you don't have to put $10 on it. And you don't do it this by yourself. You say to the dealer, hey dealer, can I get a $1 hop? 1-3. And you get a 1-3. It's a one roll bet. One shot. No, you lost. Any of these combinations pays you 15 to 1. Now, come down to the hard way. Hop. Okay? If you want to hop a hard way, again, you don't have to do $10. It's a $1 wager. Say you have a hunch, the hard 4 is coming. Hard way means you have the number twice, 2-2. Hey, dealer, can I get a hop hard way for $1? Hop the hard way, please, for 2-2. You lost. The beauty of hop the hard way, it's a one roll wager, but you get paid 30 to 1. $30 for your 1 if it happens to hit. Okay? Here we have what's called Big Red. A lot of times you don't want to use this word at the table. 7. People are very superstitious. I'm not, but people are. A lot of times if you think a 7's coming, you could bet what's called the Big Red or any 7. You get paid 4 to 1. If you say, dealer, hey, can I get a $2 Big Red? So they put $2 right there. It's a one roll bet. You roll the dice. Congratulations, you win. 4 to 1. You're going to get paid $8. There you go. Now, hard way bets. Most beginners, these are what they will do. Say the point happens to be a 6 and you're on the pass line and you're really rooting for that 6. You need that 6 to come in. Why not throw $1 on the hard 6? Well, this is not a one roll wager. It could be a one roll wager. It stays up as long as possible until you roll either a 6 or a 7. For example, I'll show you. So you're rooting for the 6 anyway. Why not throw $1 on it? Pays you 9 to 1. 8. We're going to keep going because the point is 6. So you can, there's a 7. So you lose. So you lose here and you lose there. It turned out to be like a 5 roll bet. The hard 6 will stay there until you roll not a hard 6 or a 7. Now, some of the horn bets. A horn bet, you have 4 options here, okay? The top of my particular board, a lot of these boards are a little slightly different, obviously, so you got to be careful. Again, you don't place these bets. You tell the dealers what to do. So say a horn high. Horn high is a $5 wager, okay? And say you say horn high 11. Horn high yo. In craps, we call that a yo. 5-6, we call it yo. So you say $5 yo, dealer. Well, what does that mean? Well, it really means you have $1 on each one of those, and then it really means you have $1 on each one. But since it's horn high yo, high, we got more. We got more money. We got that extra $1 on the yo. Does that make sense? Okay? So a $5 horn high yo doesn't mean you have $5 on a yo. It means you have your money spread out on 11, a 3, a 2, and a 12. A $1, $1, $1, and because you're high, you got $2 on the yo. Okay? The 3 pays 15 to 1. Snake Eyes, the 2, 30 to 1. Boxcars, the 12, 30 to 1. And a yo pays you 15 to 1. Okay? You have the old Any Crap, pays you 7 to 1. Any Crap, 2, 3, 12. I don't know, there's so much to the game. I just wanted to give just some basic info so you're not as intimidated to go to the tables. I play a lot of electronic bubble craps. Go back and watch my Vegas trip videos that I film. It's less intimidating if you're a beginner player. Sit down at the electronic table. You can bet $, $2, $3, depending on the minimum of the table. Introduce yourself to the game of craps. You will, the more you play, the more you understand, the more you'll like it. You'll really get into it. And if you sit at a fun table, even more fun. It's a good time. Just trying to introduce you to the game of craps. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below or email me. Be happy to help you. This was my Basic Craps 101 for beginners. Hey, have a great day, everybody. Remember, I love having that 7 work for me. Stop trying to beat the damn 7. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.